To be honest, I don't know all that much about art. But I did see your TV shows. I thought they were bloody good.
I'm a librarian by profession. I have been now for 17 years, so naturally I'm familiar with your books. And not just because I've been stamping them out.
I have a degree in history of fine art. Edinburgh University. Studied under Berners. Roger Berners? You know him?
Well, I've read all your books. I especially like the one on Rembrandt.
An amanuensis? What the hell's that?
Who is it?
Jane Ryder, you were expecting me?
Push the dog, come in. That's it. Close it behind you. Come in.
Sorry, I'm a few minutes late.
Come in, come in. Close the door, would you? Just throw your coat anywhere.
No problem.
I'll sit here, shall I? And perhaps you'd like to sit there. Feel free to smoke. Oh, perhaps you'd like one of mine.
Oh, no, thank you.
I'm sorry, did my nonchalantly putting it from my pocket put you off?
No, not at all.
I'm never quite sure whether it's the height of elegance or vulgarity.
It's just that I don't smoke.
So shall we start?
Yes, please.
I'm curious to know why you answered my advertisement. You must have known I was expecting a man.
Well, no, you didn't specify that.
No, I didn't specify very much, did I?
No.
You'd obviously heard of me.
Of course. I've read everything you've ever written. When I was at the Royal College of Art, you were kind of like a god to me.
Aha! Go on, go on.
Sorry, I'm not usually this dithery. I don't exactly know what I'm supposed to say next.
How old are you?
38.
Your job? On the telephone you said something about stocks and shares.
I work at one of the big banks in London.
What happened to art school?
Suppose I just didn't have it.
Aha. So you have no idea what this job of mine entails?
No, not at all.
So, now we come to the nub. How good are your powers of observation?
What?
You heard me. How good are you at observing things and accurately describing what you've observed?
I suppose, like most people, I consider that my powers of observation are quite good.
All right. Describe yourself to me.
My face?
Mm-hmm. You consider yourself beautiful?
I suppose, if I'm honest, I'm considered attractive, yes.
And?
And I have high cheekbones, bluish gray eyes, full lips, blonde hair.
Bespectacled?
No. I'm sorry. What's the...
Describe my face. Don't tell me that you have nothing to say. I know better than that. Let me tell you at once, Jane Ryder, You are worse than useless to me if you cannot, or indeed will not, describe my face.
Okay. Your face looks as though it has been badly scarred in some kind of an accident. On your forehead and your right cheek, you have these sort of bumps and bulges with red lines and a sort of a grayish white color. The bottom half and left side of your face look perfectly normal, and I can't describe your eyes because you have on dark glasses.
Of course. Careless of me. Cat got your tongue.
You have no eyes.
Yes, I have no eyes. And I don't wear glass ones because I think that would be over-egging an already rather lumpy pudding. Congratulations, though. Oh, though I might have preferred that you described it with a little less gusto, although I did goad you into it, didn't I?
I'm sorry if I...
No. You did exactly what I asked you to do.
I'm impressed. For a man who can't see, you certainly know your way around.
Ah, yes. I've memorized this room. I've learned it by heart, like a poem by Walter de la Mare. But outside of here, my bedroom and the drawing room, I'm truly blind. But here, in this room, I see as well as you. You like my little Bonnard, hmm? Rather voluptuous, don't you think? And here is a first edition of Thackeray's Vanity Fair. And this ashtray I bought in Los Angeles because it reminded me of one of David Hockney's swimming pools. Hmm? Okay.
Yes, I see what you mean.
Nessun dorma, nessun dorma. I'm such a ham. Shall we go next door? It's rather more cozy.
No problem.
No, this way. You'll come in. Please sit down.
Thank you.
Just so that you know, I lost my eyes and half of my face in Thailand 4 years ago. My car skidded off the road. I went through the windscreen. The whole thing burst into flames.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, there we are. The good thing, of course, about having no eyes is that you'll never have to see what you look like without them. Of course, I still can feel these bumps and bulges that you so vividly describe, and the 2 empty eye sockets. I didn't want anything to do with the modern world. I had no newspapers, television, radio. I came here and went to ground.
Does all this belong to you?
To my family, yes. I haven't lived here since I was a boy.
It's magnificent.
It's a monstrosity. Anyway, enough chit-chat. I expect you'd like to know what this is about.
I have an idea. Is it that you want to write a book?
Exactly, Jane. One last book, my re-entry to the world of the living. Of course, I'm going to need an amanuensis. It can be my eyes, my fingers.
I see.
Now, you are currently unattached?
Yes, I'm single.
Well, I would expect you to live here throughout. 7 days a week if you are so minded. 5 if you want to spend your weekends in London. You may choose your own bedroom. Heaven knows how many there are. I certainly don't. Have as many as you like. In case you're wondering, I am offering you the job. Perhaps you'd like time to think about it.
No, it's just that we haven't spoken about money.
Of course, remuneration. I will be prepared to pay you £3,000 per month. Does that sound reasonable?
It sounds extremely generous.
Plus board and lodging, of course. A year should do it.
Then yes.
Excellent. I know we'll work famously together. What exquisitely manicured fingernails.
Thank you, Sir Paul.
Not at all. I can still pay an attractive woman a compliment. And please, not Sir Paul. Paul will do very nicely. Just Paul.
Paul.
Now, there's something you ought to know. I am not looking for a nursemaid. I have a housekeeper, Mrs. Kilbride. She's a Glaswegian, poor soul, but she does all the cooking and cleaning. There's one other thing. It's rather embarrassing. I have a terrific fear of the dark. It is rather extraordinary for a blind man to fear the dark, but there we are. I'm also dreadfully claustrophobic. I'd be claustrophobic in the universe.
That is claustrophobic.
It's no laughing matter.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
No, I know. I insist on the lights being switched on in this house exactly the same time as they would be in any normal house.
Right.
Also, I sleep with a nightlight on. Pathetic, I know.
I promise not to leave you in the dark.
Thank you.
Is that it?
No, I walk downstairs backwards.
Sorry?
I walk downstairs backwards. It's perfectly logical if you think about it. Should I lose my footing, I will not tumble headlong. There's one more thing I should like to know about you. I asked you earlier to describe yourself. I'd like to check how accurate that description was. Yeah?
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Only the West Wing is heated. Everything else under dust sheets. For how long? All 4 years.
Jane, there you are. Dinner will be served shortly. All settled in?
Yes.
Right. Have you set up your computer in the library?
Yes. It's a Mac. I hope that's okay.
Oh.
Most people use PCs.
Oh, listen, if what you're used to is a Big Mac, then a Big Mac is what you must have. Where is Mrs. Kilbride? She knows I like to be served at 7:30 promptly. What time is it?
22.
She's probably late because of you. And she serves straight onto the table, do you mind?
Of course not.
Good. Ah! Here she is. Dear Mrs. Kilbride. We were wondering what had become of you.
Well, Miss Ryder, I'm sorry, but I'm no used to doing for two. I've had to change my whole way of thinking.
But I'm sure you coped admirably.
Well, seeing as it's a special evening, I made your favourite steak and kidney pudding.
Ah, but everything you cook is my favourite.
Here you are, Miss Ryder.
Thank you.
And don't you fret. I know Sir Paul's only pulling my leg. I know how he talks about my cooking behind my back. He's just got to like it or lump it.
Oh, Sir Paul didn't say anything.
Oh, yes, he did. We go back a long ways, him and me. Don't we, you?
Don't do that. You know I don't like it. Have we both been served?
It's all there on the table.
Good. Jane will call you when we're done.
Oh, don't you let him bully you, Miss Ryder, else he'll become unbearable.
Wished woman, off with you. Poor Mrs. Kilbride, in the tragedy that is my life, she's cast herself in the role of comic relief. Now, I have to teach you the clock method. I have in front of me, I know, steak and kidney pudding, probably roast potatoes, and either Brussels sprouts or peas.
Sprouts.
Dear dependable Mrs. Kilbride. Now, I know what's there, but I don't know where it is. So...
Let me see if I have it. Potatoes at 12, steak pie at 3, and Brussels sprouts at 9.
Well done, Jane, well done.
No problem. Would you like some salt or pepper?
Neither, thank you.
No problem. Okay, bread?
No, thank you.
No problem.
And please, can we have no more no problems, please? It's a modern cliché that I absolutely abhor, is what I came down here to get away from, all that.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I wasn't being rude, I was just being frank. Frankness is essential, you know, between collaborators. So now is the time to iron out any little wrinkles. So if there's anything that I do or say which irritates you, then...
Now that you mention it, there is.
There is? Well, well, well. What?
Poor.
Poor?
Yes, the word poor.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
Well, just a moment ago you referred to Mrs. Kilbride as poor Mrs. Kilbride.
Did I?
I've just never been able to stomach the word poor. It seems patronizing. I've offended you.
No, not at all. I'm not offended. No, merely surprised. I didn't know I did it. If I had an eyebrow, I'd be raising it now.
I shouldn't have spoken.
No, not at all. I asked you and you spoke. Are there any other hang-ups that I ought to know about?
No.
Did I say something funny?
What?
You're smiling. Did I say something funny?
You can hear me smile.
I can hear you think.
Bon appetit. What would you like me to call it?
For what?
The document. I ought to give the document a name.
Oh,
Does your testament have a title?
Oh, I see. No, I was thinking of calling it a closed book.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, do you? It is rather neat, isn't it?
I'll call it book for short, okay?
Oh, will you? Well, all right. I mean,
So how do we go about this?
Well, it's not going to be easy because I need time to adjust because I'm not, you know...
Of course.
So, why don't you just keep typing, no matter how confused it seems, and then we can clean it up afterwards.
Sounds good.
All right. So, shall we start?
Yes.
Right. I'm blind.
I realize that.
No, that's the first sentence.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's that?
Sorry. I'm blind, full stop.
Well, of course, full stop. As I said, it was a sentence, didn't I? Don't bother me with punctuation. Just use your instinct. Or hopefully your education. Right. Good.
Right. Sorry. Ready when you are.
No, don't keep prompting me. When I know what it is I want to say, you'll be the first to be told.
Sorry.
And don't keep fucking saying sorry every 2 seconds. It drives me fucking bananas. And now it's my turn to say sorry. I humbly apologize. I'm deeply sorry. I'm so sorry. I should never have spoken like that. And please forgive me.
Don't worry about it. No, this must be awkward for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So I'll start again.
Yes.
I'm blind. I have no sight. Equally, I have no eyes. Thus, I am a freak. Blindness is freakish, is surreal.
Excuse me, do you want both is freakish and is surreal?
Yes, is freakish, comma, is surreal, full stop. Blindness is freakish, is surreal. Oh, God, that's absolute garbage. What am I talking about? This won't do it. It's absolute bloody nonsense. What, no, it's all right. It's all right. Just you keep typing. Don't worry about my complaints. All right. Blindness is freakish, is surreal. Even more surreal is that having been dispossessed of not only my sight, but my eyes, not only of my sight, but of my eyes, of my sight, of my sight, but of my eyes.
Work from 9 to 12:30, lunch. Revisions from 2:30 to 6. Dinner at 7:30 always. Followed by a walk around the gardens or else into the village.
Right, now, Jen, there is absolutely nothing to shepherding a blind man around. That's it. Just link your arm in mine. That's it. Good. Just a little tighter. That's it, nice and snug. Yes, don't be alarmed. This is as intimate as we're ever likely to get. Now, if we approach something that I should know about, like the curb, just exert a little pressure.
Like this?
Well, perhaps not quite as tight as that. Just like reining in a horse. Do you ride?
No, sorry.
Right, well, use your imagination. All right, village, clockwise, I think.
Mrs. Kilbride arrives at 7:30 a.m. and leaves after serving dinner. Saturday after lunch. Doesn't come on Sunday. The house is alarmed. Thank you.
Chin chin.
Chin chin.
You know, having you here is the best thing that's happened to me for a very long time.
Well, thank you, Paul. I appreciate that.
How about you? Have you enjoyed it? Be honest.
Yes, it's been as interesting as I hoped it would be.
Good. We have worked well together, I think.
Yeah, I have.
So, what's today?
It's Friday.
So, off to London tomorrow.
Yep.
See the boyfriend,
There's no boyfriend, but I do have to get into town. We did say that I would spend my weekends in London.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I was just wondering something.
Wondering what?
Well, if you had an hour or so to spare...
I probably will.
Well, then there's a little reconnoitering job that I'd like you to do for me. If you did it at the weekend, then that would mean you didn't have to go up to London again in the week.
What would it involve?
Well, there's a painting, a self-portrait by Rembrandt in the National Gallery, and I just happen to think that it's the best portrait ever, and I'd like to write about it next week. So what I want is a detailed description of the picture, perhaps a postcard. I think you could get one at the souvenir shop. Actually, what would be best of all would be a jigsaw.
A jigsaw puzzle?
Yes. Yes, they have them of some of the paintings. I know they have the Holbein Ambassadors and the Sierra the Bathers. You know that one?
Of course.
I don't expect they'd have the Rembrandt. I mean, who would want a jigsaw of a bulbous-nosed old codger in a smock? but only if it wouldn't spoil your weekend, of course.
No, I've got errands to do anyway.
So when shall I see you?
I'll be back Sunday night, but late, so don't wait up for me.
I shan't.
With a shake of his poor little head, he replied, "Hello? Hello, someone there? Hello? Is someone there? Hello? Hello?
Morning, Paul.
Morning.
Sleep well?
No, I didn't.
Sorry. I hope I didn't wake you coming in.
When did you come in?
Just after midnight. Had dinner with a friend at Bayswater, then I drove straight down.
You couldn't have been here around 11.
11 last night.
Well, of course, last night. What the hell other night could it possibly be?
Don't bite my head off. I told you not to wait up.
I didn't wait up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jane. I had a rather eerie experience.
What happened?
Probably my imagination. How did you get on in town?
I got the postcard.
Oh.
And the puzzle.
Oh. Oh, well done, you. Very good. I was imagining you were going to have to snip bits out of the postcard.
I don't follow.
Well, what I want you to do is assemble the jigsaw, but leaving out the eyes. You see, I have this theory that what distinguishes a truly great self-portrait is how the eyes are painted.
But something may or may not work. For the cover. Where's my coffee? Mrs. Kilbride!
Coffee is straight ahead at 12, but Mrs. Kilbride's already left.
What do you mean left?
I told her to take the week off.
You what?
I told her to take the week off. Joe was sick with the flu and he had it bad, so
I think that's all very well, but I'm not angry, but it's just I really ought to be consulted before you make that sort of decision.
I didn't want to wake you.
Well, couldn't it have waited until I was awake?
Are you saying that I was wrong to tell her not to come in?
No. I'd probably have done the same thing myself. It's just that I might have thought twice before burning my boats, our boats.
If it's meals you're worried about, I'm happy to cook for the both of us.
Really?
I'm not a bad cook, you know.
Oh. Oh, well. Well, it might be a rather nice change from Mrs. Kilbride's perennial stodge. Are you sure you want to cook every day for a week?
Sure, I enjoy cooking.
Well, thank you very much. Right. Before we start, I'd like you to make a telephone call for me, please.
Sure. Where's the phone? Why on earth is it shut away like that?
Well, as I told you, I hate modern gadgetry. I have to have a telephone, but I don't have to look at it, if you see what I mean.
Who am I to call?
Oh, my agent. We've rather lost touch over the years. I'd like to tell him about the book. His name is Andrew Bowles, and it's 020-7631-3341. What did I just say? What number did I give you?
020-7631-3341.
That's right. Oh, don't tell him it's me. I'd like it to be a surprise.
How am I supposed to say that it is?
Well, try not to say anything. Just...
Ringing. Yes, Andrew Bowles, please. Hello, I'd like to speak with Andrew Bowles. He is. Can you tell me for how long? I see. No, I'll try back when he's... Yeah, thank you, Aunt. Bye-bye.
Out?
Away.
Bloody agents. Where the hell is he?
Touring through Asia and then back through the States. I guess he won't be back till the end of the month.
Ah. Oh, well, at least the book will have a real existence by then.
Once a month, the gardeners arrive on the 25th, which leaves just 2 weeks, not long.
Proving that with my eyes closed, I continue to see, even if what I see is nothing at all. Right, that'll do for now, I think.
Are you pleased with it?
Well, I may tear it all up at the end of the day.
What?
No, I'm joking. How about some coffee?
Maybe something stronger, a glass of wine?
Oh, no. A writer never drinks, Jane. That would be as dangerous as drinking and driving. Drinking and writing.
What about Charles Bukowski?
Charles Bukowski? Rubbish. Just...
Hemingway?
Is that the kind of writer you think I am, Hard-boiled, gutsy, liquor-swigging,
I'll make the coffee.
Thank you.
Paul, you look so elegant.
Oh, well. So few occasions to which one may rise. Do you mind?
Oh, sorry. I forgot we were outside of your comfort zone.
Ah, you're wearing heels.
Yes.
How elegant. What color is your gown?
Red.
Oh, splendid.
Chair straight ahead of 12.
Thank you. 12. Good. Perhaps another log on the fire. One can't heat this bloody mausoleum.
Sure. Careful, your plate's hot.
This is definitely not Cuisine Kilbride.
Pheasant at 12, sautéed potatoes at 3, and French beans at 8.
Right. Thank you. Is this the Chambord Musigny?
Good. Hope you don't mind. You said I could raid your cellar.
Good choice. Is this the 1990?
Right again.
To us.
To us.
No eyes, but a hell of a nose. Now. Delicious.
Thanks. It's been a long time since I've cooked for two.
Oh, why?
Sorry?
Why has it been so long since you cooked for two?
Well, I think I live alone.
Yes, but why? I mean, you're young, you're beautiful, so you told me. Why would you not want to be married?
Does there have to be an answer to that?
Well, I think that does.
I don't know what it is.
Don't you like men?
You mean, am I a lesbian?
Well, listen, it makes absolutely no difference to me. But here you are, you know, in my house. I know nothing whatever about you. I may be a freak, but I'm as nosy as anyone else.
No, Paul, I'm not a lesbian. You're not married, are you a homosexual?
No.
Well, you asked me if I was a lesbian.
All right. I still find it difficult to believe that a young and beautiful woman would want to remain single. I mean, don't you want to have babies or anything?
Can we please change the subject?
Yes, of course.
Thank
Yes. But should you ever want to talk, I'm happy to listen.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
This is really extremely good.
How's the bread sauce?
Very good. Very good. It's quite an unusual flavour, but excellent.
Tramontate stelle all'alba vincerò, vincerò,
Hello? Hello, is someone there? Hello? Is somebody... Jane! Jane! Jane, will you come here?
What's the matter?
Jane, come in.
Come in.
Yeah, for heaven's sake, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm 110 years old, for God's sake. Come in. I really don't care. But I mean, if you came in by accident or what, but were you?
No, Paul, I wasn't, I promise you.
Did you see anyone outside?
No one's gotten into the house. I locked the front door myself.
What about the back door?
It hasn't been open all day. What happened?
Oh, I thought I heard someone turn the light off. It is on, isn't it?
Yes, of course it is, Paul. Listen, I've heard that blind people can become overly sensitized, that their senses become hypertrophied. Is that the word?
That's the word.
Well, isn't it possible that your senses have become so strong that you're hearing things, perfectly natural things, and you end up making too much of them?
It's possible, yes, it's possible.
Would you like me to stay?
Oh, that's most kind of you. No, this can't be pleasant for you. No, thank you.
What you need is a good night's sleep.
Indeed I do. Yes. Thank you.
Good night, Paul.
Good night. The light is on, isn't it, you said?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. Tu pure principessa nella tua fredda stanza guardi le stelle che tremano Jane?
Oh, no, it's me, Sir Paul. It's Mrs. Kilbride.
Oh, hello. I thought you were having the week off.
I know, but I forgot my sewing basket and I wanted to see for myself everything was running smoothly. Jane's a nice enough lass, I suppose, but I can't see her being that handy around the house. So I thought I'd just pop over before either of you got up.
I see. What time is it?
It's just gone 7. Did you not hear the church clock?
If I heard the church clock, would I be asking you what bloody time it was?
Someone got out of bed the wrong side this morning.
Yeah.
What are you doing up so early anyways? As long as I've known you, you'd like to lie in.
No, just another bad night.
You're not sleeping properly.
No. How's Joe?
Oh, Sir Paul, I'm not worried. I've never seen him so peely-willy.
Oh, dear. I'm sure it's just a very bad bout of flu.
Yeah.
Is there any coffee?
Oh, give it time.
Right.
The water's not boiling yet.
No, it's boiling.
I don't know what you're talking about. You can't see it
No,
anyways.
sorry, no, I was miles away.
Obviously. Would you like something hot for breakfast? Scrambled eggs?
No, just toast.
Right, there you go.
No, I was remembering a little girl. We were bathing together somewhere on the Suffolk coast. While she was bathing, I was dipping my toes in the water. I said, "It's freezing." And she said, No, it's boiling. Isn't that adorable? I said, how can it be boiling? There aren't any bubbles. She was too far away to hear me.
You bathing? That's hard to believe.
Huh? It wasn't always the gargoyle you see now.
Jane not up yet?
No.
Just I was poking around next door. I saw that jigsaw on the table all joined up.
Oh, really? It's finished. Oh, good. Excellent. Good.
Something to do with your book, is it?
Yes. I hope this is coffee.
Here's your toast.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much.
So what's it supposed to be?
What?
The jigsaw.
Well, you've got eyes, haven't you?
I know, but what's that funny thing between them?
Well, hazarding a guess, I'd say it was your nose.
Oh, yes, yes, ha, ha, ha. No, I mean that funny thing in the jigsaw.
What funny thing?
Well, it's sort of lying on the floor between the two men.
What two men? Now, look at this. Look at it and tell me what you see.
Well, there's these two men.
How are they dressed?
Like in olden times. The one of them looks a bit like Henry VIII, except he's a bit thinner, and the other could be a priest.
All right, and this thing you're talking about, what is it?
Well, that's just it. I don't know, I tell you. It's not like anything you can get a grip on. It sort of looks all squashed and stretched.
Squashed and stretched?
Uh-huh.
Could it be a skull?
A skull? No, never.
Are you positive?
Absolutely.
Take my finger and place it in the center of the thing.
Your finger?
Yes, take my finger. Just so, that's it. And place it on the center of the... Is it in the middle?
Uh-huh.
All right, now let go. Now, bring your eyes to where the tip of my finger is, here, and look back at the thing. You there?
Uh-huh.
What do you see?
Oh my God, it is a skull.
Thank you very much. Thank you, that's what I wanted to know. Thank you, Mrs. Gilbride.
Morning, Paul.
Morning. Sleep well?
Not bad, you?
So.
I used to find you down here before me.
No?
You know I'm not. You've been up long?
About an hour. It was such a lovely morning, I thought it was silly to stay in bed.
It's raining.
What does that matter if you're blind?
Must be dying for your coffee. I'll go put on the kettle. Do you want some?
What?
Well, there's a pot already there. Did you make it yourself?
Me? I'm totally helpless, as you know. No, if you want to thank someone, thank Mrs. Kilbride.
Mrs. Kilbride was here?
Yes. She said she'd forgotten her sewing basket, but I suspect she just wanted a little snoop around. Displaced woman syndrome, I think.
Did she find anything not to her liking?
Well, I'm not sure. We chatted about this and that, mostly about the jigsaw.
I was going to tell you.
Oh, really? What were you going to tell me?
Paul, you have to believe me.
You deceived a blind man. It's a wicked thing to do, you know.
Well, if you...
I don't know what you expected to gain from this.
If you would just listen to me. I was looking for the jigsaw.
What, the Holbein ambassadors?
Mrs. Kilbride told you.
Mrs. Kilbride doesn't know the difference between a Holbein and a horse arse.
And how do you know?
Because a jigsaw is in Braille. Didn't you know? I felt it with my sensitive little fingertips.
Did you?
Oh, don't be a silly cow.
Paul, listen, okay? You were right. There was no Rembrandt's Jigsaw at the National Gallery, so I don't know why, but I bought the Holbein instead, but I had no intention of passing it off as a Rembrandt. But then I came home and I told you I got a Jigsaw, and you thought it was the Rembrandt, and so I didn't have the heart to tell you otherwise because...
But I asked you what it was like without the eyes, and you said that it was dramatic, but it diminished the painting. And I wrote about that. I wrote about it!
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know what else to do, and it was stupid of me, okay? It was stupid, stupid, stupid. But I was just trying to please you.
I'm at a loss.
You want me to leave? Then you do want me to go.
No, Can I trust you, Jane?
Paul,
Can I trust you never to humiliate me like that again?
It was never my intention, I assure you.
Look me in the eye and tell me that I can trust you.
You can trust me.
Again.
You can trust me.
Right. One more thing. Get rid of the jigsaw.
Right.
Not just from the table, but out of the house.
I'll never mention it again. I won't forget it, but I'll never mention it again.
Thank you.
What's that terrible racket? Jane? Jane?
Yes.
Jane?
Oh, sorry, what?
Sorry, what's that this excruciating noise? I mean, did you turn it off?
Yes. Sorry. Right.
Wait, where's it coming from?
Oh, I bought a little portable radio, didn't I tell you?
No.
Oh, well, I did.
Does it have to be so excruciatingly loud?
I'm sorry, I thought you were in the bath.
No. No. What was it?
Madonna, she's a singer.
I know who Madonna is. Not a dinosaur. Actually, once met the woman. There's some grisly do at Buckingham Palace.
You two hit it off?
Well, you could say our meeting was a semi-success. She hung on my every other word. This time I don't hear you smile.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get my head around the idea of you and Madonna together. It's kind of a mind-boggler.
Ah, yes. Would you like to pull the hem of my garment?
No, thank you, just the same. Like some coffee?
Please.
Oh, you must have been quite shocked to hear about her death.
Who's that?
Madonna's.
Madonna's dead.
Oh, you didn't know, did you?
No, of course I obviously didn't know. What did she die of?
She was murdered.
Murdered?
Yeah. Well, of course you wouldn't have heard about it. Yeah, it happened just like a year ago. She was gunned down by some druggie outside the Groucho Club. It was front page news.
Well, I don't see the front or indeed any other page. Madonna dead. My God. I'm really rather sorry in a strange sort of way.
You were a fan?
Don't be grotesque. It's just that I didn't know, and that makes me feel stupid, and I refuse to believe that a blind man has to be stupid.
Well, if you're afraid of feeling out of touch, I'm happy to read the paper to you.
Really? Do you have one?
Yeah, sure.
Then read it.
Now?
No, just the headlines.
There's been an atrocity in Baghdad.
It would be news if there wasn't an atrocity in Baghdad.
O.J. Simpson committed suicide.
Good riddance. Next.
Donald Trump has become a Muslim.
Never heard of him. Next.
Princess Diana was sighted in Bhutan.
What?
Princess Diana was sighted in Bhutan.
You're kidding.
No, apparently a group of American tourists spotted Princess Diana hovering over a temple in Bhutan, her hands cupped together in prayer. She graciously smiled and then slowly drifted away. That's what it says.
What an utter tripe. What complete fucking garbage. Well, if that's what they think is fit to print, I'm almost glad I'm blind. Maybe not.
Hold on, Paul. Hello? Oh, long time no see.
Who is it?
It's Mrs. Kilbride. Not too bad considering. And you? When do we get you back? Oh. Oh. Well, I see. How is he? Oh. No, Mrs. Kilbride. I'm so sorry to hear that, but if you have to stay with Joe as long as possible.
Is there anything I can do?
That was Sir Paul. Did you hear that? Yes, of course, Mrs. Kilbride. No, don't worry about it. We'll speak when you have time, but give Joe my very best.
And mine.
That was Sir Paul. Yes. Okay, bye-bye.
Is this serious?
She's afraid it might be lung cancer.
Oh, my God. Well, Joe, you know, he's a 60-a-day man.
You realize this means we're going to be on our own for longer than we expected.
Yeah. Well, are you all right with the cooking?
Well, it hasn't interfered so far, has it?
No, indeed. No. God knows what I'd do if you weren't here.
But I am here, Paul.
Yes. Yes, you are.
I really feel quite sorry for Mrs. Kilbride. But now that means I have the freedom of the whole house.
Who is it?
I'm from the Conservative Party Association.
Never seen a blind man before?
Oh, yes, lots.
Lots?
I don't know why I said that.
All right, come to the point.
Well, I'm from the Conservative Party Association, and we're having a by-election in a few days. And
What do you mean you dragged me all the way to the door to tell me of some wretched by-election?
Oh, I'm so sorry, yes, obviously I really didn't realise the situation.
All right, no, wait. There's something you can do for me. Oh. Yes, come on, come in. I'm going to catch my death standing here.
Oh, well,
come in.
I'd love to.
Come in. Close the door.
Thank you. Just for a few minutes, then.
Yes, of course, absolutely. Yes, this way, please. Do come in. Please close the door.
Oh, this is a lovely room.
Yes, this is where I work. We call this the library.
That's lovely.
I work here with my amanuensis. Excuse me. Now, tell me, this Conservative Party of yours,
Yes.
do they have computers?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good, good. Do you see this computer here?
Yes.
Do you know how to operate it?
Well, I think so. It's not the same model as the ones
But you
we
can
use,
operate it?
Well, yes, yes, of course.
Good.
What exactly is it you want of me?
Well, what I'd like... I'm sorry, what is the perfume you're wearing?
Oh, it's called Spectacular by Joan Collins.
Ah, it has a pungent fragrance of micturition to it. You can look it up when you get home. Now, this computer, can you switch it on?
Just switch it on.
Yes, I'm alone in the house, you see, so
Well,
you'll
you
be
want it
doing me
on
a great
now?
favour. Now would be excellent, thank you.
Well, I presume it's all plugged in, yes? Seems to be. It ought to just switch on here. Yes, yes, that's it. It's
on?
Yes, on.
Good.
And so I'm going to be on my way.
Oh, one more thing, if I may.
Excuse me, hurting me.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I do apologise. It was not my intention.
All right.
Please sit down.
You know, I'm terribly
For the
busy.
merest
I really...
of moments, please. I'd be so grateful. Thank you.
Can't be for long.
What do you see
What?
on the screen? What's on the screen?
Just a list of documents.
Is there one called book?
Yes.
Would you open it, please?
Well, you know, I
No,
really
but
feel
please,
that
please. There's nothing to fear. It's just not pornographic or anything. Please.
Yes, it's open.
Would you read it, please?
What, all of it?
No, just the first few lines.
I am blind. I have no sight. Equally, I have no eyes. I am thus a...
Freak. Please don't be embarrassed. A freak.
I am thus a freak, for blindness is freakish, is surreal.
Is surreal. Thank you. That's enough.
Well, glad to have been...
Everything seems to be in order.
Sorry?
No, nothing. I'm a nagging anxiety. Thank you. Would you mind switching it off? Thank you very much. You read it very nicely.
Oh, thank you. Can I go now?
Of
I mean,
course.
I have a lot of other constituents to see, and...
Certainly.
Yes. I take it you are a Conservative?
I've never voted in my life.
Oh, really? You might have told me before.
Well, you've done a blind man a very good turn.
Well, we're not the Girl Guides, you know.
Oh, yes, you are. Yes,
So I can't count on your vote, then.
Absolutely not. Oh, can I just...
Oh, ow!
Oh, I'm
ow.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Madonna was murdered, wasn't she?
Who?
Madonna.
The woman whose photo's always in the paper?
Well, I'm hardly likely to know that, am I? But she was murdered, wasn't she?
Yes. Yes.
And O.J. Simpson committed suicide.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, anyway, don't worry. It's really, not to worry. Thank you. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
What about Donald Trump? Is it true that he became a Muslim? What was he before? Roman Catholic, or was it one of these Scientologists or something? Damn stupid cow. Oh! Bastard! Fucking bastard! Fucking bastard! Bloody wooden bastard!
What happened?
Oh, this stupid bloody latch thing doesn't work. This thing swings open and I walk into it. Bloody...
Has it happened a lot?
Oh, a few times.
You're crazy.
What?
You're crazy not to have it repaired. Something like that I could fix in about 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. You want me to?
Yeah, well, why don't you? Yeah, that's very sweet of you.
Okay. Ready to get to work?
Yes, today we're going to go on a bit of a jaunt. Oxford.
Any particular part of Oxford?
Yes, Hartford, my old college. Recce for the book.
So you're finally ready to start dealing with the past?
Yes, why do you ask?
No particular reason. Let me know when you want to start.
All right. Thank you. Bastard. So this is my old college. Haven't been here for 40 years. Have they torn it down and put up a plastic one? Very good. All right, onward to our very own Bridge of Sighs, which should be here somewhere. Are we near the corner?
Yes, curb.
Curb?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Off to the left.
Oh, I see, right, all right. Right, now, in the middle of this bridge, there should be a coat of arms of some kind. You see, can you describe it?
There's two cherubs holding aloft a crest, stags surrounded by stars, two other stags' heads, and a crown on top.
All right. Well, that's vaguely what I remember, I suppose. All right, now, next door...
Next door?
Yes. Next door, there should be a... Is that a child?
Yes.
Or a little girl?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, nice. What is she wearing?
A big woolly coat and a pink hat.
With a bobble?
Yes.
Oh, good. Lovely. Mittens?
Yes, why?
No, I just think it's very sweet. Mittens dangling down under their sleeves. And now, this house...
There's a few of them.
I dare say. This one was lived in by someone famous. Someone did with them. No, Halley of Comet fame. Are we here?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, he might have discovered Halley's Comet, but it's dedicated to a James Watt.
James Watt?
Inventor of the steam engine.
But Watt was a Scot.
So what?
Are you sure it's Watt?
Sorry, Paul.
Oh, no.
Listen, it's not really that important.
Oh, never mind.
Never mind what?
Paul, are you awake?
Yes, what is it?
Going shopping. You need anything?
No. See you later.
Okay.
He still seems uneasy about Oxford. Something tells me it's now or never.
4, so just bloody well get on with it. Right. 6, 3, 1, 3, 3, 4, 1. Aha.
Mr. Bowles, secretary speaking.
Andrew Bowles, please.
What is the matter regarding?
It's personal. Just put me through, please.
I'm sorry, caller, but I'm afraid I'll have
No, I can assure you that Andrew will want to speak to me if you just put me through. Thank you.
Nevertheless, before I can disturb Mr. Bowles, I have to know...
As I have said, Mr. Bowles will take the call. He knows me. Now just, please, madam, stop fucking about.
Who shall I say is calling?
It is none of your fucking business who's calling. Just put me bloody well through.
Hold the line, please, caller.
Thank you.
Hello, Andrew.
Good Lord, it is you. Paul, how are you? I really can't believe it's you. And you haven't changed a bit,
you old devil. I'm sure you'd like to know I have one extremely distraught secretary on my hands.
Oh, why? I was nothing more than my sweet, reasonable self.
Yeah, I'll bet. Anyway, the important thing is here you are after all these years. I can't quite get over it.
It has been a long time, Andrew.
Paul, I did try to contact you. I hope you know that. I mean, I tried to call you several times, just after...
Yes, of course, I do know, and I'm sorry I didn't take that call, but, well, you can imagine.
Of course I can imagine. But I want you to know that I have thought about you a lot these last 4 years.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And Susan's dying to see you again.
Well, she may think she's dying to see me, but I'm not a pretty sight.
You never were, old boy. Listen, I don't suppose that the reason you're calling is because there's another book in the pipeline?
Actually, yes, I am. My autobiography.
Well, that's marvellous news.
Well, don't get too carried away. I've only just started it.
Well, you've already started?
Of course.
Paul, I'm hurt.
Oh, come on.
No, really, I am hurt. I mean, why is it only now that I'm hearing about this new masterpiece?
Well, I did try to call you about 3 weeks ago.
So why didn't we talk?
Well, you were away.
What? Out of the office?
No, out of the country.
Well, I mean, I haven't been out of the country since the Frankfurt Book Fair last year.
Oh, really?
And what about your trip to Asia?
Paul, I have never been to Asia.
What?
Never.
Paul. What is it? Paul, what's that sound I'm hearing?
It's the sound of scales falling from my sockets.
Scales?
I'm going to go now, Andrew.
Look, Paul, what's going on? I mean, suddenly you seem...
I'm going now, Andrew. Don't call me. I'll call you.
Paul, wait.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Get what you wanted?
Eventually. Did you bump into that wardrobe again?
Yes, I bloody well did. I can't imagine how it came to be open.
Want a cup of coffee?
Not unless you're having one.
No, I got one in Chipping Camden.
Ah, Chipping Camden.
Something the matter, Paul?
Who are you?
Why do you ask?
Well, I spoke to Andrew.
Who?
Andrew, my agent, remember? It seems he never quite got to Asia.
And you told him all about me?
No, I didn't actually. I could have, but I wanted to know what this was all about.
It makes me feel sick.
What does?
That I feel sorry for you.
Do you? Why?
Because now you truly are blind.
What?
Make yourself at home, Jane. Don't forget the semicolon, Jane. I can hear you smile, Jane. Who the fuck do you think you are, huh?
Oh! God!
God!
God, what the?
Shut up! God, I can't fucking stand the sound of your voice. You swear if you say another word, I will stick my fingers down your throat and rip it out! Jeez.
Who the hell are you?
Jane Ryder, Renault. Mrs. Ralph Renault. Remember Ralph? Killed himself? You do remember. Somehow I didn't think that you would. Of course, you've destroyed a lot of careers in your life, but not so many lives, right? I mean, you haven't actually left a trail of corpses behind you, have you? No. I think Ralph was special. That's probably what you hated about him the most. I mean, what an incredible honor it was for him to have his first major show at such a young age at Tate Gallery. Ingenious, surreal, disturbing. I compared him to Balthus, Magritte. All the critics loved him, except for you, of course. Then again, you hated everybody. For you, the history of art ended with Rembrandt. I told Ralph a good review from you would have been the kiss of death.
No, just stop it.
Are you deaf as well as blind? I told you, shut up! Why wasn't it enough for you to just destroy his career, huh? And why did you have to destroy him? Do you remember what you wrote?
No.
Child abuse by proxy.
No, I didn't. I absolutely did not.
You might not have used those libelous words, but that's exactly what you insinuated. That he painted little girls because he couldn't fuck them!
No, that is absolutely outrageous.
Shut up! Do you know the police came and questioned Ralph?
What?
They confiscated his computer because they were looking for kiddie porn?
I can't be responsible.
My
What
beautiful,
is-
brilliant Ralph killed himself because of a review that took you, what, 10 minutes to write?
What?
And then you moved on. But I couldn't. I read your books. I watched you on TV. I read all of your columns in the paper. You were a star, Paul. A national treasure. And then one day I read, famous art critic in car accident. And you know what's so strange? You'd think that I would have been thrilled, right? But it wasn't what I called revenge. It might have been good enough for Guy, but it wasn't good enough for me. Except for you vanished. I couldn't find you. I didn't know where you were, what you were doing. You disappeared until I saw your ad in the Times. And then I realized that somehow I had to destroy you, Paul, the way you destroyed Ralph.
I did a terrible thing to you, which can't be undone. But I'm a wealthy man. I'm a wealthy man.
It's curious, you know. Your mouth is covered and you have no eyes, but I can still see fear in your face. And one day I realized this wardrobe. You walked into it today, you've walked into it before. Even Mrs. Kilbride knows about your wardrobe door. And you walked into it for one of those silly silk ties that you always wear.
No.
And you got locked in. Paul and I was in London. It was my weekend off, and you were locked in like you'd be locked in the pages of a closed book.
It's loaded. Kneel down.
Neil?
Yes, kneel. Thank you. I have to know where you are, you see, so I want you to keep talking. I'm good, but I am not infallible.
What am I supposed to say?
Oh, anything. Recite a poem that you learned at school or something.
Jenny kissed me when we met, jumping from the chair she sat in. Time, you thief who loved to get sweets into your list, put that in.
Finish it. Go on.
Say I'm weary, say I'm sad, say that health and wealth have missed me, say that I'm growing old, but Jenny kissed me.
Interesting choice.
How'd you get out?
It's quite a funny story, actually. I terribly upset, after I'd spoken to Andrew, remember, my agent, that I slipped the phone into my pocket without realizing it.
I heard you screaming.
Oh, yes, no, I screamed and screamed, yes. Yes, a claustrophobic man locked inside a small, dark space is beyond terror. So I screamed, yes, and banged and clawed my fingers, but I noticed there was something in my pocket. It was a phone. It was there all the time. So I called Mrs. Kilbride. I told her I'd locked myself in, and she came right over.
You told her you locked yourself in?
Oh, yes. No, I didn't give you away, Jane.
Why?
Why did you come back so soon?
I couldn't...
No. Fancied yourself as a killer, but you ain't got it, right? Jane, I should never have written that review. Not because it was untrue, because it was true.
What?
Now, you know it was true. Don't deny it, Jane. Don't deny it.
No!
Jane, you knew him. You loved him. You knew it was true.
No!
Nobody kills himself because of a bad review. Not even one of them.
That review ruined our lives.
Oh, yes. I know the police came round, and God knows what your friends must have thought, but he didn't kill himself for that reason either. He killed himself because he knew I was right.
No!
He saw something in his paintings that wouldn't acknowledge it until I pointed it out.
No!
He knew it was there, and you knew it too.
That's total fucking bullshit!
It's not bullshit,
Yes.
Jane. You knew. Jane, you knew it was there. Why don't you admit it to yourself? What are you going to do, be burdened by this for the rest of your life? Just admit to it. You knew it was there. Ralph committed suicide because he couldn't stand the truth about himself any more than I could stand the truth about me. No, you were right. It wasn't just Ralph's secret that I saw in his paintings. It was mine too.
Thailand wasn't an accident.
Well, I hope it wasn't, but actually I have no memory of it at all. Look at me, Jane. I mean, kill me if you like. I really don't care. But am I worth the trouble?